Whoa, hold the video. Adam from the future here. Forgot to explain in the video that I went to a bike repair store in the centre of Cologne, and they said they'd fix my bike as soon as possible. And I was thinking, oh God, I'm probably going to be here all day. It's like the centre of Cologne. There's going to be so many people in the bike stores. And I ended up doing a bit of sightseeing that you just saw, and then I picked it up at around 12 o'clock-ish. So the day wasn't as bad and delayed as I thought. So let's resume after I leave Cologne with a repaired bike. I have made a huge mistake. Jesus Christ. Yeah, so I'm in a city, village, town, something called Anfang. And it's probably still maybe just under 3 hours, about 3 hours-ish to Nurburg. And I will admit, this is the first time where boredom has really kicked in. Like, it's just so mentally tiring, just cycling and cycling and cycling. As I've been doing this the 7th day now. And yeah, it's definitely starting to get a bit mentally fatiguing, just cycling all the time. So yeah, anyway, I need to get back on the road. I've just had a chocolate bar and a pan of chocolate or something. Just 2.5 more hours to go to Nurburg. Oh, by the way, I did a bit of a DIY job and cut the thumbs off the you can't see that, off the fingers, so that I can now use these gloves whilst I'm riding. I don't know why I didn't think of that earlier on in the trip. But yeah, the German countryside is absolutely beautiful, very different to Belgium and the Netherlands. It's very like lush in like Germany, like very green. Honestly, I can't stop smiling at how mad that was, right? I was going down this like basically motorway for like 30 minutes, and literally people like honking the horn, literally so fucking stressful, sweat dripping down my face. It was uphill all the way. And then I got to like this little farm, and I noticed that their road looked like it went the same route as the motorway, but it was like a different way. So I pushed my bike up this farmer's road for like 20 minutes, got to the top. I actually took a picture at the top, so I'll try and remember to insert that here. And then I went down the farmer's road, connecting back onto the motorway, and then literally the next 10 minutes was the best bike ride of my life. It was downhill through these windy woodland roads that went for like ever, but it was like absolutely incredible. It looks like there's loads of camping around, so I guess I'll camp here tonight and then set back off tomorrow. Oh God, the amount of twists and turns in this journey is absolutely ridiculous. I'm nearly at the Nurburgring, and you can tell because I'm going past loads of like motorbike stores and car stores and shit. Anyway, this helmet's nearly fallen off the back of my f***ing head. I may as well just take it off. It smells so good in this town. I'm about 40 minutes from the Nurburgring, and I don't know if it's like the petrol or what, but like The air just smells so nice. I know saying petrol doesn't make any sense why it smells nice, but there is a lot of motorbikes, a lot of Harley Davidsons, a lot of sports cars, so it smells good. I always record this video quickly because I've just been down like a hill from Nurburg down to Muller, and yeah, my actual tears are coming out my eyes from like the speed of the incline. The wind blowing your eyes, it's actually made my eyes water, which is pretty mad. That is the fastest I've been on a bike in my life, definitely. It was just like one massive straight flat hill for like probably 1 kilometre. It's not as fun as the one yesterday because it was like this properly windy route through these like woodlands, whereas that was like a bit boring but just flat out. So that was my taste of Nurburgring today. So I just want to show a quick strategy that I've started doing for the last few nights. It might be useful for anyone else who wants to pack their air mattress inside the tent. What I do is I tape over the caps from the holes so that when you're rolling it up, once you've got all the air out, that it can't accidentally seal back up and trap air in. See, I tape it at that end, and I tape the one down there as well, and that does the job. So on the evening, after I set up camp in Gerolstein, I had a little look online because I knew England were playing, and I saw there was a sports bar right at the top of the hill in town. And I was quite tired from the long day, but I thought, do you know what? I'll go there. You know, it'd be quite cool to watch England play. So I got on my bike, rode out of the campsite and headed up to the sports bar. And when I got there was just like a barn and I couldn't really figure out where the bar is. But eventually I followed the sound of like loud music and eventually I found this little sports bar, and it was the furthest thing from a football bar you could ever get. It was just loads of really German people throwing darts. That was the only thing there was to do here. There was no TVs. It was literally just darts, and they were extremely passionate about it. In the end, I actually found it quite funny, the whole thing. But after one beer, I was like, I am too tired to sit here and watch this. So I packed up and rode back to the campsite for an early night's sleep.
Yeah, so I want to go over two things in this video, and yes, I know I look rough. I've just woke up and I'm living in a tent. But yeah, so one is the plan for today, and two is I'm going to do a tent tour and show you what my setup looks like. Yeah, so as I said, the plan today is two options. I can either go to Etchnacht, which is the quicker way today towards Luxembourg City, or I can go to Trier, which is a longer way to. It's a city further down south Germany. Now, the reason I would go to there is because I've been told, and it does look like it from online, that the way to get from Trier to Luxembourg City is much more flat, like city, big international roads, rather than like windy countryside roads, which is where the X-Nax place would take me. So the way I see it is, it would be a day to X-Nax and then a day to Luxembourg City, and it would also be a day to Trier and then the day to Luxembourg City. So either way, even though one's a little bit longer, it's still like a day of travelling. So my plan is to go to Trier, rest up properly, and then head the easy route to Luxembourg City. So that is the plan for today.
Adam from the future here. I also want to just stress how Gerolstein or Geraldstein, whatever it's called, is super boring. Never go there. Once you go pretty much past like Bonn in Germany, it's just a wasteland. It's just endless German countryside, rolling hills. The scenery looks all the same. It's beautiful, but it looks all the same. After the day before, about how my legs were so dead, I had no energy to start filming videos of trees and hills anymore. So I pretty much pick up in Trier, where I ended up late in the afternoon, probably around 4 p.m. Set off fairly early because there's nothing to do. Yeah, let's pick up in Trier. To Trier. Every time I say Trier to someone around here, apparently it's wrong. They never understand me, but I swear it is called Trier. Anyway, I've never heard of this place before until I looked online like yesterday or the day before and scouted it out as a spot to go. I spoke to a few people at a campsite yesterday and they were like, yeah, if you go to Trier, it's easier to get to Luxembourg than going through the German countryside and then the Luxembourg countryside. If you go to Trier, you can get more direct to Luxembourg City. So I was like, okay, cool. So I got here, it's about 3 or 4 p.m. And honestly, this city reminds me of Disneyland. Like, everything here is like, so like cartoony, like all the little churches and towers and all the buildings. They're all just so like, sort of, I can't even describe it. They look like Disneyland places. Cool, really cool place. The last site I needed to see was this Roman bridge. It looks like shit. I don't rate it at all. It looks like it's all graffitied on and looks like it's fallen to bits. So yeah, I don't rate that as a sightseeing spot. Anyway, I'm probably going to head to the campsite now because, as I say, it's probably getting on 5 p.m. So probably should start finding out a spot to sleep for the night. And then it's the big ride to Luxembourg tomorrow. I find that no matter how good the campsites are, you can never get completely fresh, like washing your clothes and everything. Like, you just always feel a bit manky. I don't know how to explain it. So anyway, rambled on long enough. Let's get to this campsite. Oh yeah, I want to add another thing. I forgot to put it in a video this morning because I was in a real rush to just get the off that campsite before time was up, and they were like really sensitive about it. Anyway, the thing that's me today is I ate all my Lidl food last night apart from a couple of salami sticks, and then I woke up because I thought, oh, I'll just go shopping in the morning, there's Lidl and Aldi down the road. Woke up in the morning, realised everywhere's closed apart from the bread store. So all I've eaten today is bread all morning and afternoon, and then when I got here, I'm trying to save money, but I went into McDonald's to charge everything up, and I was like, there's no way I'm not getting like a burger and chips and a Coca-Cola in here. So yeah, I got food there, which was like €8. Sunday, everything being shut, really screwed me today. Really screwed me.
So I forgot that I was actually going to do a tent tour. So here is that tour. So at this end, I've got the pillow, the airbed pillow, and I always put my jumper over it just to add a little bit of like nice material rather than on the plastic. And then obviously sleeping bag down the middle. We've got a little light on the ceiling, and then this is where all the equipment is. So on the right hand side we've got thermal clothes, just the bags of like tools, toiletry bag, towel, just general bags. And then I always stuff down the end the tent bag, the sleeping bag, waterproof bag. Geez, that's a lot of the word bag in one. And then I've got like a t-shirt down there and stuff. That's where I put all like used clothes or clothes that are drying. Just anything that I'm not wearing all goes down that end, so they keeps like the smell away from me. And if they're drying, it means that they can sort of all dry down that end and not have like the condensation at my end. And then we have the food bag here next to the door, and this is the bin that I use as the bin. And then this is a little storage thing if I ever need to store anything. Right now there's 2 elastic bands in there, and that's the tent.